Many of you might have seen my recent video talking about drug use, where it appeared from the email that I was sent and the video to which they referred that certain police were encouraging the use of illegal drugs when of course they shouldn't be. Now, I've received a number of comments in response to that video about medicinal cannabis, so I thought I would make this video to help all of you that left those comments or sent me those emails so that you can explain to some other people that it is legal if you have a prescription. But this comes with a very stark warning that it is still a controlled drug. It is still a Class B drug, and anyone who is in possession of it without the prescription for their own personal use will still be guilty of an offence. So it is still a controlled drug, it's still a Class B drug, and you can only use the quantity and in the way that it is prescribed to you, and for the purposes obviously that it's prescribed specifically to that person. Now, I believe that it is in part because this has been available by prescription since around November 2018, coupled with the fact that in around 2004 this was lowered to a Class C drug, meaning it had much less severe penalties, and quite frankly many of the police just ignored it and moved the problem elsewhere because it was so widespread. But then actually in 2009 it was moved back to a Class B drug with the more severe penalties. So once again, I reiterate, it remains an illegal substance, unless, of course, you have a prescription for it. So if you know somebody that does use it for medicinal purposes, then please don't judge them for that, because it is used for a wide number of different cases, typically with certain pain and following chemotherapy and things like that, because it's been known to help those patients quite significantly. So it is prescribed, but there are, of course, very strict criteria for that prescription to go ahead. So if the prescription has gone ahead, then it will have gone through a very vigorous testing process and eligibility criteria for that person to receive the prescription in the first place. But rest assured, if you are even in possession of it, or if you are using it and you are not the person for whom this has been prescribed, then you will be committing a drugs offence, and you will be subject to the same penalties as you were in any other situation in possession or supply of a controlled drug. So just as a very short video, I thought I would clarify that position, because in my previous video it was absolutely correct that it is still illegal. Many people seem to believe that it was decriminalized or so on, but actually it was just lowered very briefly and then it was reclassified to Class B and remains illegal without a prescription. So once again, if you do know somebody that is using it for medicinal purposes and they have a prescription, then please don't judge them for that. However, please don't be fooled into thinking that it's somehow legal for you all to use just because there exists a prescription and therefore you can all sit and use it. So I hope that helps to clarify and address the comments that have come in response to that video. And once more, I'd be really grateful if you all subscribe to help my audience grow, and I thank you for watching.